What do we got going on here? I think
black screen.
Well, I'll put it up there. Now it's black. Look, we're staring into the void. If you stare into the void, it might stare back at you.
Yeah.
Or scarier, you might get an annoying an annoying Chinese know-it-all who thinks he's great.
So, I want to
Chinese government know-it-all, I should say.
Well, no. Not direct government. This has
pretty much government.
No government influence that I've been warned about. Don't say he has government influence because we don't know if he's in the CCP. He runs a very influential think tank that has things adjacent to CCP policy. He is in Beijing and he gets government approval to make these things because they go viral on the Chinese internet. Like this video. I'd like you guys to enjoy what would happen if China decided right now that they wanted to get rid of 5 million Taiwan independent supporters in Taiwan. Let's see what methodology might be used.
How many people live in Taiwan?
25 million. So let's say there's, the joke I shouldn't say joke. The propaganda in China is that only about 5 million people actually support Taiwanese independence, even though it's actually close. The people sympathetic to this closer to 90%.
90% of Taiwan, yeah.
Not necessarily full independence, but at least not reuniting with China, right?
It's not even uniting, just being absorbed.
Sorry, I shouldn't
being
say
absorbed.
Never
it's
there.
never united in the first place.
That's me buying the Chinese propaganda.
Buying it up.
So this is the most sane, most level-headed CCP supporter and his method of what he would do.
Okay, we're gonna watch a little. Okay.
所以最后我给他们讲了几段特精彩的话。我说你们放心，做最坏的打算。全台湾500万台独的人拼死的要打这一仗，那我就告诉你，大陆的实力、大陆的军力、大陆的无人机可以根本不派人消灭这500万人，简直就如同是。
Yeah, so
he goes into more depth.
He does, but I think we got to break it down. Sure. So this guy says, if the 5 million independence people want to fight, well, Dalu, it should be like Dani, Lu, punch country. It's not, it means big country, Dalu.
Yeah, means
mainland, yeah. So he's like, oh, with our Dalu military and our Dalu power and our Dalu everything, we'd just be able to kill them all, sending drones and stuff as effortlessly as cooking a small fish.
This guy's job is to run a think tank that is adjacent to CCP policy.
Yeah.
And you have this message going viral on the Chinese internet, on Bilibili, an anime sharing website, right? This is meant to address the public. This is what is meant to, this is what the public are consuming right now.
Yeah.
This is not like a crazy fringe. The guy might be crazy fringe, but it's being proliferated in China.
If it's allowed to go viral in China, if it's allowed to spread around, it means it's condoned by the government.
Not only condoned, we added a little addition to that. Endorsed.
Endorsed, yes. Yeah. It's condoned and endorsed, because if it wasn't, it'd be silenced immediately.
Like
immediately.
Whoop! Yeah. Pull it down.
Yeah. So what else is this? This guy's such a loser, by the way. I just have to say.
He's going to cook you like a small fish, bro.
It's one of those guys who has no like actual real merit. So he always has to lie on the merits of others. He's like, oh, we're so powerful. He's sitting there. This man's nothing.
I want you to understand that he is something in China, though.
Yeah,
this isn't like we don't play random people's videos.
No, sure.
Yeah.
He's
very influential.
He's the leader of a think tank.
Yeah, a big one.
Yeah. Let's see what else he has to say.
如烹小鲜，所以呢，这个解放台湾做最坏的打算，一定是得到最好的结果，就是把500万台独势力人都要消灭。
So let's just murder 5 million.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
He just said, let's murder 5 million people.
And not leaving any behind.
这都不能胜。我说你不。
I mean, that's women, children, 5 million people.
Yeah, it's just like let's murder them.
Let's murder them.
看着能不能做到这步去。
So this is his different scenario.
漫天的无人机，漫天的导弹，横着打吧。最后就组织这么统一军去接收每一个地方，那有什么呀？哪有那么难的呀？
Yeah, I like how he's trying to play down how difficult it would be to attack Taiwan. He's like,
it's propaganda.
It's like, just drones and missiles attacking horizontally. Why horizontally? I don't know, but You know, it's just like, you know, look at it. Anyway, he's saying like, what's so difficult about that?
I understand what you're saying.
Obviously,
Spread,
yeah. You know, the thing is, because there's been a lot of analysis of if China were to attack Taiwan, how difficult it would be.
That's the propaganda.
Yeah. So actual real military strategists who've had real military experience have looked into it. The thing about China is that they have no real military experience other than attacking their own people and attacking Vietnam.
True.
Seriously, like
I don't
the
mean to
PLA.
laugh,
Yeah,
it's
it's true.
That's the military experience,
You know?
is mowing students down in Tiananmen Square.
Exactly. You know, the people that are still like
did it.
old enough to still be in the military. Like some of them.
And losing to Vietnam, like you said.
Losing to Vietnam, getting their asses kicked by some Indians with sticks on the border. You know, it's like, it's not very good. They're not.
PLA doesn't have a good reputation.
So this guy is, well, we could just say that his ability to, I don't know, think about these things and strategize military is obviously not very good because he's got nothing to base it on.
No.
You know, it's just theory. Oh, we'll just send drones and missiles and we'll wipe out 5 million people. And why is it difficult?
He's trying to sound real hard. But again, it's propaganda. I actually think this is his Tinder profile. He's trying to look very cool.
Yeah, he's trying to look cool, isn't he? He's not succeeding. He doesn't have a very confident posture, does he?
Yeah, well, he also, his verbiage is bad.
Yeah.
那怎么办？他说你怎么治理？我说第一件事就是
Declare martial law is what they want to
戒
do.
严。谁想去美国，马上走，给美国送500万移民去，永远也别回来。
So
that was his other thing, is just send them all to America.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, we'll declare martial law. If anyone wants to go to America, they can go and then never come back.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice when people
Kick them
talk?
out of their own country.
Isn't it nice when people talk about other people's stuff as if it belongs to them?
It's a different country.
Yeah. It's so pathetic. It doesn't belong to China. It never has. And I mean, here's the thing that I think a lot of people might not realize or doesn't ever sink in is that China's been claiming Taiwan for the longest time, but China, as in the CCP, has never governed Taiwan.
Never once.
It
never happened.
Yeah, it's not like it was a country that was taken away.
You know, like I could argue that I could see both sides of the whole Korea thing, right? At one point, Korea was a single unity, an entity, right?
Yeah.
One entity, and it was split up by a war.
Yes.
People like to think that the Chinese Civil War, when the Kuomintang went, the Nationalist Party ran away and went to Taiwan to govern it, that somehow that was the Civil War. That kind of implies that Mao Zedong already had taken over Taiwan and was governing it, and then he lost it, and then it deserves to come back because of law. That's not like Korea. It never was part of China.
It was never governed by the CCP. It never belonged to them.
No.
So they're just like, hey, you know, they're talking. It's like a stilted person who's got a crush on a girl or someone else is dating them, and it's like, oh yeah, you're dating my girlfriend, but they were never together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That type of thing. It's a very jealous...
A girlfriend.
Yeah. Girlfriend. Anyway, the fact of the matter is it's pathetic. And I've seen the Chinese government these days been putting out a lot of propaganda about like, if we, you know, reunify, as they say, we'll be able to give a lot of support to Taiwan. We'll be able to give them... Taiwan doesn't need shit. In fact...
Taiwan's about 5 times richer per person yet.
I know.
Dumbass.
Taiwan could give mainland China support in a lot of ways. First of all, technology. As we've seen, China can't even make an i3 processor, okay? Taiwan makes the most advanced processors in the world for your NVIDIA chips.
The world needs Taiwan.
Yeah, the world needs Taiwan, not just mainland China. But Taiwan has the most advanced technology, more advanced than Japan, anywhere. That chip, the TSMC, whatever it is, that's incredible, right?
A democratic government.
Democratic government.
Social programs.
Actual culture.
Welfare. Healthcare. Free healthcare.
The culture which was destroyed in mainland China. Chinese culture that Mao Zedong on purpose erased because he was like, we're getting rid of the old forms. We're deleting all of our culture. He went around smashing temples and burning manuscripts and statues and all that. There's lots of footage, right?
Then he emptied the recycle bin.
Yeah.
Got rid of it all.
There's nothing left, right? But because there was that civil war and the KMT fled to Taiwan, they took a lot of the treasures and most importantly, an intangible treasure, which is the culture and the traditions.
History of China.
Because if you think about it, for decades in China, people were not allowed to practice those things. It was lost. It was not passed down to children.
Well, they tried to get rid of Chinese characters.
Yeah. There's nothing left in mainland China. It's a hollow shell of what Chinese culture used to be.
Yeah.
But Taiwan is rich with that real culture that was never erased.
Flourishing.
Yeah.
Expanding.
So Taiwan could offer culture, history, and technology to mainland China. That's why they want it.
And how to run a government.
Yes.
Taiwan
needs nothing from mainland China.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Just putting it out there. And what else does this guy have to say?
然后就戒严过程里边，谁闹就把谁送到关塔那摩去，跑到瓜达尔港去建个关塔那摩去。
Why does he want to send him to Guantanamo
He's
Bay?
saying like if they cause America trouble or whatever, like, I mean,
in China.
In China is what I meant to say.
Yeah, he's like their own version of Guantanamo Bay.
So here's his predictions about the next election, which is coming up in Taiwan. Okay,
let's take a look.
所以呢，我到最后给了这两位台湾的蓝营老友最后一句话：丢掉幻想吧。我跟他说，你如果真的有和平统一的建议，那我告诉你，时间线就绝不会有下一任的台湾总统。
The threat was that there won't be another president of Taiwan. This is the current president of Taiwan is the last president of Taiwan.
This is textbook propaganda.
Yes.
This is just the kind of thing to scare people and to say, why even bother? Because you're just not going to be able to choose. This is like straight up Nazi stuff.
Yeah, it is. If you want the peace plan,
yeah,
he's saying then don't have an election. Just give up.
They're just trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say,
nasty.
There's a nasty, very influential think tank leader. But this gives you a clear insight into what the Chinese government wants.
Yep.
This is their plan.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not the plans that they tell you. Right.
No.
It's not the plans that they put out on they make threats in Global Times and other English media and stuff from the state. Mm-hmm. But they don't say it like that. This is actually what's happening behind
They're like, hey, we're just going to murder everyone.
Yeah.
It's really what they're saying.
Yeah.
We don't care. We're just going to murder you all.
This is on an anime site.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is going around to children and people, and this is like, this is our policy probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind
of the think tanks pull the strings,
it's
right?
It's kind of ridiculous though. You know what's going to be so sad is that this guy, he's just going to die with none of his dreams ever coming to fruition.
That's true.
All of his predictions and all of his blusters are just going to be for nothing. It must really suck for people like that.
Yeah. It will.
He'll be like a Lauren, dying on his deathbed. And he's like, have you invaded Taiwan yet?
Yeah.
Just like Mao died without invading Taiwan and Deng Xiaoping died without invading Taiwan and Hu Jintao, died because he's gone missing since that thing.
Yeah.
He hasn't come back, right?
No.
They escorted him out, remember? And he's done.
You know what's going to happen?
What?
He's going to be laying on his deathbed, right?
Yeah.
And his ripe old age is 90, right? He's going to be like, grandson. Right? He's going to have, for some reason, speak with a British accent. He's going to say, grandson, we invaded Taiwan. Did we, glorious China, receive Taiwan back into the motherland? And he'll say, Grandpa, you're in Johns Hopkins Hospital for medical treatment in America. We had to bring you over to America to get you
that's
treated.
Exactly what's going to happen. You've got it right. You've got it right. Probably eat someone's feces and it won't taste that bad if they've been eating chilies or something. I don't know.
What the?
It looks like it should be eating you.
Hair, eyes, buttholes.
Intestines I can stomach, but stomach I can't stomach.
Yeah,
stomach.
it's not. But they were all just sitting around eating pig dick.
Because the thing I ate was pig vagina.
Right, pig dick.
It's like eating genitals. It's just a bad idea. Sea penis.
Sea penis. It looks and feels like a penis, right?
Yeah.
In your hand, and it slithers around and it's moving. Right?
It's so
Tastes
terrible.
Venomous. Giant centipede. This is the end of my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is the worst food in the world.
That might be the worst one yet.
Oh, it makes me weak.
Ugh.
I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked